So guys, we're just talking about how do we let someone go that's in our life that doesn't serve us. If you're in a relationship with somebody, with your partner, a best mate, people in your life, work colleagues, the very first thing I'd like to say is it's not them. It's not them that you don't like. It might be a behavior, it might be something, but it's what you don't like. So you're not passing blame or judgment onto that other person. So that's the big the understanding here. If you can get past that and know it's your stuff, not that person's stuff, that's key number one. Because when we break up with someone, when we remove someone from our life, it doesn't come from a victim place. It doesn't come from a poor me and blame. It comes from, hey, this is my evolution as a person, so I'm gonna set my boundaries. So step one is to definitely take claim of yourself. Step two is boundaries. As humans, how anyone interacts with us is we set that up by boundaries, by how we allow them to talk to us, how we allow them to approach us. The energy that we allow in is how we set up boundaries. So there may be people in your life that you may not need to just necessarily cut out. You just may need to set healthy boundaries. And so to set a healthy boundary is that you talk about how you want them to show up for you. What are your non-negotiables? So for instance, if you have a mate that does drugs and you still want to have that friendship, but you don't want that drugs in your life, you can set that boundary of like, hey dude, I don't like drugs and I appreciate what you're doing, though for me, it's a non-negotiable. So I don't want you to be around when you're high. We also need to set healthy consequences. And we need to stick to those consequences because people will push the boundaries. And so if we set a boundary and that person breaks that boundary, we set a consequence. And when we set that boundary, we tell that person exactly what that consequence is. For example, the drug situation, if you come around me and you're high, we're not going to be friends anymore. And that's simple as that. There is a non-negotiable that is not in my life. If you've set healthy boundaries in your life and then people keep crossing them, how do you shut that out? So there's a few ways. Depends on how toxic it is, depends on the relationship. If you actually have a relationship, if it's still amicable, you can just say to that person, hey mate, lady, whoever it is, in my personal development, so you don't blame this person, you don't judge this other person, it's all about you. It's like, hey, in my life, I'm growing as a person, and for me to move forward, it is unhealthy for me to have you in this relationship. My request is that we are no longer friends. If it's an unhealthy relationship, if it's toxic, cut them out of your life. Literally cut them out. Delete them off Facebook, delete them off social media, fully delete their number, block their number. You can cut people out of your life. And then if it goes down the extreme of domestic violence, then you get the police involved. So for some people, why they keep that toxic relationship, why they keep that going in life. Some people just like drama. Some people just consistently love having drama around because it makes them feel they get attention. If you're catching yourself in that drama, we don't need drama in life. And why is it that you're not letting the drama go? And so for some of my clients, some of my Queen's clients, they've told us that their fear, and it's what I had this as well several years ago. I had fear of being alone. I had fear of not having some friends. I had made up these stories. I was like, well, these people are in my life and they've been there for forever. And if I let them go, I'm going to be lonely. I'm not going to make any new friends. And so there was this bullshit story that I was creating, that a lot of us create. If there's no one else around, can you still be happy? So say for instance, and heaven forbid if this ever happened, if your partner died, could you still be happy with yourself? Yes, you'll go through grief, but are you in love with yourself enough that no matter who's around, your family, your partner, your best mates, that you love yourself enough on your own that you're enough? If you want people that will hold you accountable, if you want people that laugh, if you want people that will call you on your bullshit, whatever you want to call in a relationship, you need to be that. You need to be what it is that you seek. And so if you want a committed relationship, you need to show up committed to yourself and in all the aspects of your life. If you want to call in love, you need to love you. If you want to call in some men that have just got your back all the time, you need to show that. You need to show the world, the universe, that you have your own back, that you back yourself, that through thick or thin, that you love you.